Good morning, everyone, and this is Waray-Waray OFW Talk Show, and we are now on the third series or third episode of our OFW podcast. And today we are going to discuss about overcoming OFW worries. We have a lot of questions to answer before living abroad. First, are you emotionally prepared? So this questions is very important to consider because if we are not emotionally prepared, we could lost our plan. Okay, so that's why ask yourself, are you really emotionally prepared to leave your loved ones back home? That's important one, and you have to think of an answer if you're really prepared to live abroad, because living abroad is you have to establish your own self, and the only self-support that you have with you is yourself. You have to be tough, you have to be strong to all the adjustment that you are going to face abroad. This is different from our country, so we have to be ready emotionally and heartily, because if you are not ready with your emotions and with your heart, you will give up. And I'm always saying that it's better to choose failed than to give up. Why? Giving up is not the option. It's not really an option. So that's why all OFW must think 100% or million times. I am really prepared leaving my family? Am I ready prepared for to work abroad and to face all the adjustment that I'm going through? So that's one questions. That's one of the questions that I would like to address to all of you OFWs working abroad, and to those aspirant OFW who plan to leave, because it's really difficult to be with other to take care other children, especially yung nasa domestic industry. It's hard that it is hurting that you are taking care of other children and you leave your own children back home, no? So this is one of the sacrifices we need to consider before we decide to become an OFW, because sometimes being an OFW, it becomes a lifetime career. We don't want to go home. We want to work and work and work, because we need to give the good future for our family. Pero you're not wrong for that. It's not bad to plan. It's not bad to work abroad. But think how many times. Think 100,000,000 times. Question yourself. Do I emotionally prepared? Second, is your family prepared with your decision? Because some people think that becoming an OFW is their own call to make. It is wrong. No matter how ready you are to live independently, you can just disregard the people you will leave behind. This includes their thoughts and opinion and about your decision for working abroad. Of course, this is not to say that they will decide for you, but you need that at least let them share that their thoughts and feelings of your decision is a part of this journey. So you have to consider also this their suggestions, your relative suggestions. You have to consider that they are part of this journey, they are part of this career. Okay, so another question is, are you ready to face the stress of living alone and being rejected? Because not all OFW are lucky enough to have their own boss. There are OFW that they are maltreated. They are they are not treated well by their boss. So that's why you have to think so many times. Are you ready to face the stress? Are you ready to face the tiger employer? And are you ready to face the new life abroad and to adjust everything? The environment, the food, the adjustment to the attitude of your boss. Okay? So not everything in life will go smoothly or as planned. Okay, sometimes we will experience storm. We will experience rainy season in abroad. When we say rainy and storm, it is all about yung mahihirapan ka talaga. You will like, your life will be like in calamity because some of your boss don't treat you well, don't treat you as a person, as a human being. So you have to think about this. So are you ready for the stress? Are you ready for the rejection? And are you ready for the discrimination? So yeah, and for example, you are working hard for that job and you just terminated by your boss because may nakita silang hindi nagustuhan. All right, what are you going to do? Are you ready for this kind of situation? So there are important things to be considered before you leave abroad. A lot of questions before you think your plan is good. So how about your physical preparedness? Are you ready for your physical preparedness? Like, you have to be healthy. You have to be fit to work because you are going to live away from home, and nobody will take care of you when you got sick. So be sure that you are physically healthy, not only physical health, but your emotional health. Consider that, kapatid. You have to live abroad for a long time. No turning back when you choose to be an OFW. So you have to be physically fit and emotionally fit. This is the reason why aspiring OFW undergo medical examination or medical test, because they need to be physically fit and emotionally fit, because it's not really easy to be like working abroad and you feel bad. That's one requirement that you have to pass to be physically and emotionally fit. It's not really easy to be an OFW. How about your financial preparedness? Because it is not easy to apply for the agencies without any financials. Financial is really involved. Do you have some prepared money, savings to finance you if you fail to work for your boss, if you go back home and you have to pay for your agencies? Do you have something prepared for this? For example, you will be fired and you don't have choice but to go home. So all these things you have to consider. We have a lot of questions in our mind. So and it's important not to ignore all of this, because you will not regret after all. After you because it's hard if you are already there in the middle of your work in wherever country you are, and then all the regrets is attacking you. And it's not healthy for you to be like, to have regrets behind those sacrifices that you have. And then, ito lang pala ang mangyayari. So, all right. So, you have to ask everything. You have to consider all the factors before deciding abroad. Okay? How about your requirements? In case you need to change from one boss to another because you are not happy working with that boss you are with. Are you secured with your requirements? Are you secured with your documents? So all of these things, you have to be like, smart when it comes to paper documents, your important documents. You have to be with you always. It's important that you keep all those things. You have to prepare photocopies, because sometimes employers in Middle East they took your documents and keep it with them. So nowadays you have to be wise. You have to have photocopies with you in case, if for example like the contact numbers also is important, like contact numbers from our embassy, from Polo, so from your agency. You need that. All the address of the address of the agencies or government, like the government affiliated to other countries that you could run if you are not treated by your boss properly. So all of this, a lot of questions, guys. So how to overcome worries, all of this. Hindi ka magwo-worry if so much if you ask those questions and answer those questions. So, dapat may mga preparedness tayo. Hindi lang nasasabak tayo sa isang trabaho, sa isang country na pupuntahan, na hindi tayo nagtatanong. You have to consider ourselves. There are so many questions to be considered. There are so many factors to be considered. So, if you answer those, and then you will be smoothly working in a particular country. At wag hayaan lagi at wag kalilimutan ang magdasal. That's important ingredients to become a successful OFW. Prayer, your faith to God. Don't leave that. Don't ignore that. Always prioritize your prayer. That is the number one important thing that you shouldn't forget, is to pray. Consult everything to God. You will not just be working on your own journey without consulting God. You have to ask, Lord, what is really for me? Lord, I am really for this country. Please guide me. Okay, so that's important. So hindi po madali ang maging isang OFW kasi marami kang dapat i-consider kasi hindi mo ma-overcome yung iyong mga worriness, not only for yourself but your family. You don't want to that your family is being worried with you, so you have to physically smart and emotionally smart lahat. At dapat pag nangangibang bansa ka kasi malayo ka sa atin, of course, strong woman ka o strong man ka, o you have that strong personality, and para hindi ka nalulugmok sa kalungkutan at kaya mo i-overcome anumang unos ang iyong danasin sa ibang bansa, kayang-kaya mo i-solve. Like me, I was here in Spain, I was with my family, but of course I don't get their support whenever I need, because everybody's working. Nobody could afford me, like what had happened to my husband when he was in life and death. Nobody is with me emotionally. I was crying, I was working, I don't stop working, and I prefer to work. I don't want to leave. My boss asked me, Ran, would you mind if you would just take 10 days leave just to be with your family? But who will be with me? Everybody is working. Everybody is gone. Every day, nobody is in the house. So I prefer to leave, to continue my life, like working, being busy. Kasi maloloka ako, guys. Thinking about my husband in coma, thinking about my family back home. Ano ba ang situation nila ngayon? Ano ba? Meron pa bang pambili ng gamot? Makakasurvive kaya yung husband ko? Mabubuhay pa kaya yung husband ko? All those questions, guys, na kaya ko at nalampasan ko kasi ganun lang yun eh. You have to help yourself in order for you to overcome your worries. Marami kang worries. Worries sa trabaho, worries sa boss mo na i-fired ka, worries sa family na naiwanan, kung ano ba talaga ang nangyayari sa kanila. But all of this, the bottom line, guys, is to pray. All your worriness, all your burden, all your heaviness, surrender to God. That's always the bottom line. Walang ibang makakatulong sa atin kundi ang Diyos. Dahil siya lamang ang makapangyarihan sa lahat na kayang diktahan kung ano ang dapat nating gawin. He has the respect of our opinion. He has the respect of our decision. But of course, kung pagbibigyan mo ang Panginoon na papasukin sa puso mo at manahan siya sa puso mo, impossible things will turn to possible. And God works in a mysterious ways. Kaya dapat lahat ng mga ito, kung ano man yung mga diniscuss kong katanungan sa inyo, mga tips about worriness, remember that this is God above all. Thank you so much, and I would like to shout out everyone, Team Waray, Team Red, and our core, Mel's Cuisine, Sergio Resente, Julius Maristela, Team Jenny, Tita Juliet, Silverback Pinoy, and all the supporters that support our channel. Thank you, and always be safe, and be blessed. Happy Sunday, everyone. Today is Easter Sunday for Filipino Catholic believer. God bless, and thanks God that we are alive. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye!